Hi, I'm Michelle, and my husband Boyd and I premiered our first video the other day on our channel, The Freedom Habit. And we talked about how we recovered from addiction, and there's a couple of things that I wanted to add to that. One of the things we talked about is how we moved to Thailand, and I cannot stress enough how important it is to change your environment, to stop even if you shake it up a little bit and stop doing some of the things you used to do, maybe, change to your routine up, stop seeing certain people that you were associated with who you think of when you used to use drugs or alcohol or gambling. And you'll find that that's a huge step in creating a new environment, because that's the thing. You're creating a new self when you give up these addictions and habits. And so you want to start, even if it's small things, maybe rearrange your bedroom, maybe go out to the thrift store and buy some new clothes and start becoming the person that you want to project to the world, and a person that you're proud of inside, one that makes you feel like you got this. And I think little things like that actually add up. And we don't really talk about the little things, but they do. They make a huge difference. So anything you can do to change your environment is extremely helpful. First of all, I was so angry at myself. I felt shame, and I couldn't believe that I let myself become an addict. And I spent years making myself feel bad about that. And that's one thing I wanted to bring to everyone's attention if you're recovering from a habit or an addiction, is to release that anger that you feel about yourself and that shame. Otherwise, you just carry it for nothing. What happened was in the past, and now this is your present, and you want to move forward. What I decided to do was after forgiving myself, I decided that I wanted to turn my guilt and shame into a way to help others with my experience, what I went through, so that I can help other people go through their recovery. Something else that helped me was I decided to look and try to figure out what emotions and feelings I was trying to numb with my abuse of narcotics. And I think this really helped. I looked into my past and I was trying to figure out why was I doing that? Why was I numbing myself? And I think that's pretty important in your recovery, so that you can work through those emotions and get beyond that. One of the reasons I wanted to look at the emotions and feelings that I was masking was because when we're just shoving those emotions down, thinking that we're getting rid of them, but really we're not. They're getting pent up and stored in our bodies, and they can wreak havoc and come up in other ways. So what I did was I went on YouTube and I found some somatic exercises, and I was amazed at how much this helped me. And one of the things I noticed is I would do the exercises in the morning, and later that evening or the next day, I'd wake up and I'd be feeling very emotional. And I don't even know why, because I wasn't thinking about anything. But what it was is these feelings were coming up, and I just allowed myself to feel them. I was kind to myself, and I knew that they were just temporary and I had to get rid of those. And it has helped me and my body mentally and physically tremendously. So it's something that I wanted to encourage people to take a look at. And there's tons of channels on YouTube, tons of information you can find. And I think if you check this out, you might really be surprised at the benefits. The last thing I wanted to mention is that I no longer identify as that person. I don't even think most of the time about how I used to be and the addiction that I went through. I don't miss it, and I don't identify as that drug user. Like, I'm a new person, and I want you to think about that. Think about who you want to be, how you want to portray yourself to the world. I mean, we're taught at such a young age that our identity is our occupation, or if we're a parent, or, our hobbies. And truthfully, you can identify as anyone you want to and what's important to you. And I believe that this is a huge step in your recovery process, because there's going to come a day where you won't even think about the things you used to do. You won't feel any of those feelings anymore, because you've taken the steps to move forward and get on with your life and live in the present moment. So I hope I come up with a couple of things that would encourage you and on your recovery. And I'm so excited that you've made this decision to change. And it really is life changing, and it's all about mindset. And you're going to hear us talk a lot more about your mindset on this channel. So thanks for joining me, and have a great day.